Hello, crafty friend, Sparkle here. And what have I on my desk? Well, a friend of mine just opened a scrapbook store in town here, and I went shopping the other day just to give her a little support. And I found these spring farmhouse journal note cards. They're almost like Project Life cards. They're 3 inches by 4 inches. So I came up with some projects. I was scouting around Pinterest and I saw some things, and I decided to try my hand on making coordinated a little happy mail, or these would be good little gifts if you were doing like a little craft show, or just because gifts. So anyway, there's 45 in here. So there's like I think three of each. So 15 different designs, I guess you would say. So this is what I came up with in my little satchel here. Now I did all my cutting. I will leave the measurements below. Um, I am going to use my envelope punch board, and I'm going to be using some of my goodies that I made and I've got all ready. So they're going to be simple. It just looks like there's a lot of stuff here, but so the first one, I'm just going to show you everything. Now with these, I use papers from Antonio Makes for my samples. Um, So it's a good way to use your freebies. This was the car theme, so I did all my projects using this paper. Uh, I should have printed it on double-sided paper, but this is my sample. So you could just ink this if you didn't like the color in here. You could add some ink. So there's an envelope, and then there's a little notebook that'll fit in the envelope. And that's just with piece of paper, and then I used two of the cards. I used one on the front and one on the back, and it says "Take me home" because there's a car here, so I thought that was cute. And it's just copy paper. You could use copy paper, whatever, and they're just stapled in there. I'm going to show you how to do all these, but I'm just showing you what we did. So here's one, and then so while I'm using mine, I'm using some collage paper from Lily Feed the Paper Witch. So all my projects will be with this paper today. Okay, so this is my envelope piece, and I've got my card pieces already. You can also do another book. When I was all done, I decided another booklet by just using two of the, I'm going to call them Project Life cards, but they're not really. Uh, Two of the cards and your papers, and then you can either staple it or um, stitch it in there. And then I'm going to make the envelope with this paper. Okay, so that is one project. The second project and the third project are just using, um, now these actually could be Project Life cards. The big ones that are 4 by 6, but I just cut these out on cardstock. I did not, they're cream. I did not do anything to the inside, but on one sheet of cardstock, you can get two projects for this. Okay, so that consists of this little pocket here, and it's one of the cards. I put a tab on, and you're just going to slide it in here, and then I fixed one of my little clusters. So that's one of them. So for that one, we're going to use this paper, a card, and I made a tab, and I'm going to show you how to make the tab smaller in a bit. So that's the second one. And then this one is also a pouch using a 4 by 6 piece of paper. And that's going to be your shell. And then it's going to have an insert. And this one's kind of cute. So I just used one of my big paper clips that I made, and I just glued together with a aluminum flower. Anyway, this this becomes a little pocket here, and the card is folded in such a way that it becomes a side tuck. Let's glue this little piece down here. It becomes a side tuck. So this is the actual card here. And then see how I made the punch smaller, and I'll show you that. So it becomes a side tuck, and it could either go, as long as it's 3 inches in here, it could either go this way, or it could go this way. Your choice. And then you could put an eyelet here and wrap it, or just put a belly band on it. I'm just going to use some of these paper clips that I have already made. Okay? So again, this was Antonio's paper, but we're going to use the paper from Danielle. So those are our projects. Let's get to it. This is going to be fun. So we have 1, we have 2. Let's do our little envelopes here first. So for the envelope, you need a piece that is double-sided. I prefer double-sided, and it's 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. Now I know you don't all have an envelope punch board, so I'm going to try to help you with that. If you're using your punch board, you want to make, okay, I'm going to do it on this side because it was hard to see the pattern. There's a number 3 here, so you're going to punch, and you take your little bone folder that they give you, and you crease. You only use the 3 for the first punch. Now you use the score mark that you just made. So you're going to punch, and you're going to score. Find that score mark up here, punch, and score. Find that score mark, punch, and score. Okay? And then you're just going to fold all your edges. You can put it down and use your bone folder. I'm just showing you close to the camera here so you can see. So then you just want to make sure your orientation is the way you want it. Okay? So that's your envelope. So if you didn't have this tool, you could just fold it into the sides, make the sides match here. Just take the sides and match them here, and then fold up and fold down. So it would work. Okay, so that's one. We're going to do the other one while we're here. 6 3/4. Let's do it on the back side. You're going to go by the number 3 and punch. And there's a little I don't know, like a little slot to put your bone folder in, and you're just lining up to that fold that you just made. Again, I had this tool from when I excuse me, I'm losing my voice, when I used to teach craft classes. All right, so we don't need that. Again, just find out your orientation. You're going to have 2 side ones and a bottom and a top. Okay, so on these, I like to round off the 2 ends here. You don't have to. Then I just add glue on these pieces here. You don't want to add it here because then you don't know where it's going to end. So I just put my glue here. You could tuck this in, which we might do. Um, if you can get it straight. Okay, we're going to tuck that in on this one. And let's just tack it down there. So yeah, you're just going to put glue on the edge here. I did not ink anything on this. You could ink your edges if you desire. Okay. You could put one of your wax seals here, or you could just leave it, and when you gift it, you can put a little one of those dots, glue dots, or a Velcro dot. We're just going to leave them right now. So we have that one and that one. Let's glue this one. Make sure we get it the way we want it. We're going to round the two corners here. And this one I'm not going to fold this down. I'm going to leave it. So again, you want to put your glue up here. We're not going to decorate right now. We're just going to get the content made. So those are your envelopes, okay? And they're approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 3/4 by 1, 2, 3 3/4. Okay, and that will fit. Your booklet will fit nicely in there, as will this booklet. Okay, so it's just a nice size for that. So we'll put these over here for now. Okay, so let's concentrate on this booklet. So on this one, your measurements are for your cover. I just took a piece of cardstock, and it actually was left over from one of my cuts. So it should be 8.5 by 3 1/4, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8.5, but I had to leave this little strip on to meet. So it's 8.5 by 3 1/4, and I just folded it in half. And on this one, I'm going to punch all my corners. I'm not concerned with this. I'll put some lace on it, okay? And actually, we're going to cover the bird. So I picked two cards. So I wanted to put this on here. It says Wander. And I didn't particularly care for this one with the cows, the pigs, and the barn animals. It's okay, but I'm going to put that on the back and use this side. It just gives it some reinforcement. So I guess you could use plain cardstock. But I don't know. I had this paper already printed and I wanted to use it up. I have free ink with HP Instant Ink. I have free ink through July, so I'm printing things. So you just want to get this centered on here. And that's not centered. Sparkle. Okay. And that's okay. Let's take some ink to it. After saying I wasn't going to do that, but okay, then for the back, I actually like that. I think I'm going to put this on the inside. because I actually like the back. So I'm just going to put this on the inside for some reinforcement. Subject to change at any time. Now on these, you could put pockets in here. There is scraps from your cuts, so feel free to, add pockets or whatever. Like I said, we're going to put some lace here, so that'll take care of that. I'm just going to glue these little, for some reason when I turn my glue off, I looked at some of the paper. Okay, so there's your shell. Okay, so that was 8.5 by 3.25, and you folded it in half. Then your inserts, I just have plain typing paper here, copy paper. So I made them 8.25 by 3. So they'll just fit nicely in there. So I just have 2 or 3 sheets here, and I'm going to fold them in half. You can stamp these, you can ink them, you can do whatever you want. Make it your own. We're going to round the corners. And then this is just going to get stapled in here. That's it. Take a piece of ribbon. And I'm going to put it down here to cover my little blemish there. So just run a bead of glue down here. And this ribbon is from an old petticoat that I had. Not from me, I got it from Goodwill. So it looks a little rough, but that's perfect. As they say, just the way I like it. Let me get my other scissors. Okay, and I'm not going to staple this now, but you just need to staple it in there. And that would be one of your booklets to go in your envelope. So we'll just pop that in here for now. Okay? And then this one goes in here. And then we have one more booklet. So this one, I just took 2 cards and I put them together with some of my tape here. This is medical tape. And then on the inside, I just used, this is washi, and I just used a piece of washi to tie them together. That's it. Okay? That's it. Then I just made my insert papers. I just cut some pages up. And we'll staple these in later as well. And maybe I'll put some of this lace on the side here to cover some of that tape. Okay? Sure. And put it on this side of the seam. or the again, you can decorate these as much as you want. I'm just keeping them flat, and I'll staple that in later. So, uh-oh, must have got some glue. So there you go. So we have 3 little pouches with little books in them. All right. So now for these are sort of my favorite. Let's do this one first. So this one, you take one card, and I picked one that had writing up there. Okay? And all you're going to do is you're going to fold it. Now, you know, if you wanted a pattern on this side, you would have to do it this way. But I wanted the words to show. It says beautiful life. And this is so easy. You're just going to glue this one edge so that it becomes a tuck spot. So just glue the shorter edge here on the left. Again, ink, do what you want with it, but now it's a tuck spot. I'd put something smaller in because I want to be able to read the words. Okay, and on this one, when you make your tabs with the tab punch, I wanted it smaller because this is a small piece. So all I did was I just brought it together in the center. Like that. And I just took my stapler. Let me get it set up here so I can show you. And I'm just stapling that seam. So it becomes smaller. So, I think I'll glue it on this side. So I'm just going to add some glue here. Yeah, I just figured that out one day because I didn't want such a big tuck. Okay, so then this can go either, like I said, either way, depending on how big we make our fold here. So this is finished. Let's put something flat on here. Oh, I'm gonna have to find something later because I can put this love and just a piece of eyelash trim. I don't want it to be bulky. So let's put some 3-in-1 down. I should have had my hot glue gun out. My new cordless hot glue gun. Well, I'll have to remember to start packing. Okay, that's going to go there, and then we're going to just put a word. And then you would add something in here later. I would do something shorter because I wanted to see the words. But see how you can play with these little cards? Aren't they cute? Okay, so that's your inside. Now, to get this pocket here, see, I used an index card to play with before. So you want the side that's going to be your pocket. This fold has to encompass this, okay? So you don't want to fold this way over like it till they meet. You don't want to do that. You want to leave some space. And then it could go this way or this way, okay? So this is the 4x6 piece of cardstock that we cut out earlier. And I don't have my pin, so don't dry up. So we're going to round the corners. Okay, I want to get a pin for that because it's going to drive me nuts. These are stainless steel head pins that I purchased on Amazon a long time ago, but they work in here. Okay, so I rounded my corners. This does have a pattern, so you know, we'll follow the pattern. So on the left is where your pocket is. So I'm going to go maybe an inch. An inch and a quarter. Okay, that's going to be my pocket. And I'll take this and I'm just going to set it in here as a guide. So this piece, can you all see that? This piece, you don't want it to meet. You want to give it a little bit of space. And they don't have to be the same size, okay? So just give it a nice little, so that'll fit in there and that'll fit in this way as well. So let's just, yeah, no measuring. So then the side on the left, you're just going to glue the two edges to make a pocket. Oops. Let's just hold that down. Now I'm just fixing it with a paper clip here, but you could put an eyelet in here and tie string around it, or you know, whatever you want. But I'm just going to leave it open and put my little beautiful side tuck card in, which I love. And see, it says Beautiful Life. Fold it over. And I had, let's put that one there. Let's take the blue one. And I'm going to put this here. And that'll hold it, okay? I want to put something over here, so I'm just looking through my plethora of stuff that I have that I've made. That has a little postage stamp. That's kind of cute. I want to keep it over to the side so it doesn't butt up against this, okay? So I have trays and trays of stuff. I don't know why I just brought this tray over. So, sorry, not prepared, huh? Okay, we're going to put this one here and just put it off to the side. And it's got a little charm on it as well. Okay, so we're just going to put it off to the side here on the pocket here. So let's just take this out so I don't get carried away and glue it. So I'm using the 3-in-1 because this is onion skin from an onion bag and paper and fabric, glossy accented circles. So let's just let's put it this way. I'm not concerned about this touching it. I just want to make sure that our little card can go in there. And it can stick out, that's okay. Because this is not going in an envelope, okay? This was just for Happy Mail or just because. So there's the one we just made, and this is the one using the other paper. Okay. And then last but not least, we have this one. Well, this one's really cute as well. And it's very similar process. It's your 4x6 life card or postcard or scrap paper. And this one, excuse me, this one is more, let's see, 1 1/4. Yeah, this one is more measured on your sides, but I'm just going to eyeball it. So we're just doing that. I want to make sure my card's going to fit. They don't have to match. I'm not into matching, okay? You're just going to glue the bottoms down. So just a little glue here and a little glue here. And if it's your style to make them even, go for it. Okay, this one was in here. So on this one, I just, it says Everyday Beauty, and I'm just going to put a tab on it. So eyeball it. And this is just going to sit in here. Okay, and it does pop up a little, and that's fine. And then for this, I just put, on this one, I just put something over it here. So, I mean, I could use this that we just made the other day. It's going the wrong way, though. You know, we could put this here, and then this goes in here. So, I'm looking for something longer. And like I said, I don't have my other pouch out. So I'm going to put this on here because I think that looks cute. Or you could put ribbon or something, but this, you're just going to glue the side so this stays open, okay? So we're just going to glue, actually I'm just going to put some glue here and here. Now this was made to go over a page, so we're going to just glue this down. I could have cut this piece off, but I think it'll be okay. So you still can journal on these. Cute. So you get the gist. You can decorate them as ever you see fit. And we have, let's take our samples away. Okay, so we have this little beauty that opens up and has a pocket with a little side tuck. And it can go either way. And it's just held together by a paper clip. We have this one that is just a tuck. And you're just closing it the sides with an embellishment. And then we have these two. My envelope is a little off kilter here. You have an envelope and you have a little book here. We could get a stapler. And I should have stapled it before I put my lace on, but get these staples down. Yeah, I didn't want to sew these. I could have done this on the machine as well. I should have done that. I might do that off camera. I'm not a fan if the staples aren't perfect. But for our purposes, they're perfect. That's too big. All right, we're going to find something cute later. Okay, I'm not going to waste your time. So there's this one. He's going to go in here. And we have this one, which is already assembled. We can decorate that as well. Let's yeah, I'll do that later. I seriously do not want to take all your time. Although that just fell out. So I think as long as it's flat, you'll be okay. That's just a, oops. Oh, I didn't glue these in. I didn't glue this in, or staple. I'm going to sew it after, okay? So as long as it's flat, you have a little bit of room in here. So there you have it, my friends. This sure was a fun project for me. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye.